I just want to say this really quick. I'm sorry if I seem to like come off as sounding really mean in this video. Um, I I don't want to be a mean person, and I'd like to think I'm a pretty nice person, but like when it comes to something that really makes me mad, and it made me mad, and it's still making me mad, such as this Brandy Melville thing, I can get kind of like mean about it. It's just because like I'm just trying to speak up for something because there's damage in this society, and this it just is something that doesn't make sense and should be talked about more. And yeah, so I'm sorry if I sound like mean or whatever. I was very mad, and it's just something that doesn't make sense to me, and it's very like it's just so wrong. Um, and I was just wanting to speak up about it. So yeah. Hi. I don't know if you can see what that says right there, but you should do it. Okay? Hey, come in. Come close. No, a little closer. I want to tell you a secret. There are more than just tall, white, skinny girls in the world. Did you know that? You know? Okay. Hey, what's up? Hi. So, I'm outraged. I am disappointed. I am, just not happy about something. Hey everyone, my name's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. I'm Lauren. If you are new, you should definitely hit the red subscribe button below because it's fun, it's free, and I upload every Sunday except since it's summer, I'm going to be uploading kind of randomly and probably more often. Subscribe so you can see all the videos I have planned. I'm really excited for some of the upcoming videos I have in store, and this is one of the ones that I'm very excited for because it's something I've been thinking about and just like hearing about a lot, and I just thought I'd give my view and give my perspective on it. So if you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about everything that's wrong with Brandy Melville. So I'm just going to be talking about everything wrong with Brandy Melville. No, don't get me wrong, Brandy Melville's clothes are cute. Okay, I guess I'll just get started. Before I get into this video, please be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me. We are just doing great. So I made a little list here of things I want to talk about. Chances are I'm going to go off script completely. So we're going to talk more about like the minor issues first and then get into the big ones so I don't get too enraged too easily. So first we're just going to talk about how expensive their clothes are. I understand they might be soft, they might be good quality, but their clothes are so expensive. You get a white t-shirt for $30. I wanted to get this one like polo long sleeve type of thing, and I thought maybe it'd be like $50 at most. It was $75. So, you know, everything is already overpriced, which is already kind of a thing that makes you go like, but people are still buying it. And that's just the first thing that kind of throws me off, is that it's expensive, right? Their clothes are just very expensive, like unnecessarily expensive. Next, just to go into a little story time, I used to shop at Brandy Melville. I've actually only been to the store twice, I think. One time I bought this shirt and my dragon shirt, and then another time I bought this like long sleeve white thing. And it's great and it's cute and all, but here's two things. One, all of their clothes is copied. All of their clothing pieces are copied. So I've been watching a lot of videos, first of all, talking about diversity at Brandy Melville, talking about things wrong with Brandy Melville, I've seen a lot of videos that are like working at Brandy Melville, like what it's like working at Brandy Melville, all that type of stuff. So in all those videos they talk about how each day the manager that's there that day at the Brandy Melville store takes a picture of the workers' outfits, and then if anyone who's shopping there is wearing like a cute outfit, they take a picture. Why? So that they can copy their clothes. And you know, you've been into Brandy and you've been like, I've seen that before, or that looks pretty basic and I could find that anywhere else. Yes, because the truth is you could find it anywhere else because it's all copied. None of their clothing is original, none of it is their ideas, it's all taken from other brands' ideas. That's kind of weird. That's something that really struck me in every single one of the videos. Like, I thought maybe it was just one or two videos, but in all of the working at Brandy Melville videos, they always take pictures of the workers' outfits and the employees' outfits and what they're wearing so that they can get ideas. Or, what was the other thing? Research. You're copying. We all know it, okay? By the way, I'm not going to have any filter in this video because I don't feel like it. So, yeah. another reason why I've only shopped at Brandy Melville twice is because I'm scared to go in there, frankly. I'm just going to say it, I'm scared to go in the store. First of all, their customer service is terrible. They don't ever ask you if you need help finding anything. If you're looking for something specific, they never ask you that. All of the workers, all the employees do is stand at the back and stare at you and look at you and judge you. And they always have like really rude faces. They're always really pretty and really skinny and tall, which is what the Brandy Melville aesthetic is, And, you know, they're always just standing there staring at you. And I personally don't feel comfortable, and I don't feel like I want to buy clothes if there's someone staring at me, just like judging me. So I personally prefer not to shop there if that's happening, but it always is. And I thought maybe it's just one time, maybe it only happens to me, but it's happened to everyone. Everyone gets judged when they go into Brandy Melville, and they feel uncomfortable in there, and I personally do as well. Another thing I wanted to say to do with like the employees, I don't know why I keep calling them workers, but employees, is I watched this video like yesterday of this Asian girl applying to work at Brandy Melville 6 times. 5 out of 6 times she got no call back, no nothing. The other time she got an interview, but she didn't even go because she was tired of it. So it just goes to show, like, have you ever seen a person of color working there? No, they're all white. And they all judge you. Well, maybe they just judge me because I'm not white. I don't know, but I'm mad. So yeah, overall, like, the store environment is just really unhealthy, and it's just brings down my self-esteem and makes me really uncomfortable, and like almost like I'm not allowed to shop in their store, which is not good. Okay, so another thing that's bad about Brandy Melville is that when they hire people, now this isn't in every store, I hope it isn't, but in the videos I've seen, they're not asked about their credentials and other places they've worked and volunteer experience they have and their strengths. They're just asked what their Instagram is, and they're just looked at to see if they're pretty enough, to see if they're skinny enough, to see if they're white. And they look at their Instagram, they follow it, and then they don't actually look to see if you actually have the ability and the skills to work there. They just see if you're pretty enough. And if you don't see what's wrong with that, anyway, so yeah, they only hire people who are pretty, and the people, when I've seen the, like, working at Brandy Melville stores, they don't, like, you can tell that they just aren't meant to work there, and they're just there because they're pretty, and everyone looks the same. Everyone looks tall, skinny, pretty, white, brown or blonde hair, and that's about all there is to Brandy Melville. So, whoops. Oh, I'm getting heated. I can feel it. Next we're going to talk about probably the biggest part of this whole Brandy Melville thing, which is their lack of diversity and lack of equality. I saw this quote on, I don't even know where I saw it, but it said, people who think that there's no problems with representation have always been represented. And I was just like, yeah, that's so true, because white, skinny, pretty girls are like, oh, there's nothing wrong with Brandy Melville. Brandy Melville's fine. It's equal. It has equal representation. Because they can fit into their clothes. They can always be okay to shop in there and not feel like they're not allowed to be there. Of course, there's problems with the sizing. They have one size fits all. I hate to break it to you, but there are, so there's 7 billion people on the planet. There's probably like 3 billion girls. Yeah? Maybe like 3 billion females or people who would wear female clothes. I'm pretty sure 3 billion people aren't white, pretty, skinny, and tall. I mean, that's just my thoughts. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm just not meant to be in that 3 billion. I don't know. But it just doesn't make sense. And you go in there and all the clothes, I don't even know, they all look the exact same, and they're all small. They're all so small. And I am a small person. Like, you know, I'm literally less than 5 feet tall. And this can barely fit me. I've asked my friends, and the pants don't fit on them either, even though they're like an average size girl. Like, it doesn't make sense why you do this. And I understand people can shop there and whatever, but it just doesn't make sense, and it doesn't represent what actually happens in the world. So that's kind of talking about their diversity when it comes to things like their size. The moment you have the slightest bit of curves, you can't shop there because you're just not, it's not going to work for you, you know? It's just not going to fit you. Next up, we're going to talk about their Instagram and their website and the whole thing with race. I don't know if you know this, but there are more non-white people in the world than there are white people. I think this should be common knowledge. Like, you look around, you look in Asia, you look in Africa, there's more non-white people than there are white people in the world. So why is your Instagram and your website filled with white people? They're all pretty, skinny, tall, white. No black people. Maybe they'll throw in a person who's mixed, Asian, and white. That's the best they can do. They can't throw in black people, they can't throw in Asian people, they can't throw in people who have any darkness to their skin, because that's just not allowed. That's just not what their vibe is, right? They have nothing. And I will show you their Instagram right now. And I thought, I had heard about this. I'd seen many videos about their Instagram and how they just don't have any diversity. And I was like, you know what, maybe they do. Maybe they have one person. They don't. That's as plain as I can say, they don't. And also, any successful brand you'll see, they have on their Instagram, they don't only have skinny people, they have curvy people, they have people with different body types and different body sizes and different colored skin. Whereas for Brandy Melville, they only have their pretty skinny white girls. So let's just go on to Brandy Melville USA. Let's take a look, okay? I hope you can see my phone. Hey, look at all of them. What are they? Tall, skinny, pretty, white. That's kind of funny, isn't it? I don't see one black person. I don't see anyone of a different race than Caucasian. So that's the part that really gets me heated, because obviously I'm a black person and I have shopped there. I could make this video and all this stuff, but it's really, I can't make a difference. And the only people who can make a difference is you and Brandy Melville. Now, we obviously know Brandy Melville has been in business for however long, and they have not made any changes. They have not even once thought, hey, maybe we should throw someone in there who has a little bit of color to their skin. Maybe we should have more than one size. No, they don't think that. And so they're not going to change, and we all know that. So the only people who can change is us. And I know that you want to shop at Brandy Melville all the time. You want to waste your money on a brand who has no diversity and no equal representation whatsoever. And I mean, that's fine, I guess. Whatever you want to do. I can't change you. I can't change what your opinion is. I can't change what you're gonna spend your money on. But I saw this quote. What was it? It was like, hold on. Anyways, so I'm heated, if you couldn't tell. I've been talking so fast. This video is probably not going to be very long because I haven't even ran out of like one film thing. So I know I'm talking too fast and just rambling, and there's so much more I could say, and I could go way more into depth into each of these topics. But this is kind of just like an overview of everything I hate about Brandy Melville. Yes, their clothes are cute, but can I just tell you, they're all copied, and chances are you can go to any other store that has like trendy basic girl clothing, and they'll have very similar, if not the same, clothing. But they'll actually have sizes and okay prices. For example, I've shopped at the place called Dynamite. I talked about them in my haul video, and then another place is like Urban Planet, Forever 21, Urban Outfitters. These places all have decent prices. Well, not Urban Outfitters, but most of these places have decent prices and the same clothes as Brandy Melville, so what are you doing shopping there still? Let me find that quote I was talking about. Pretty much, it was somewhere along the lines of, sometimes like you won't be able to actually say your opinion, but where you spend your money shows what your opinion is and shows what your character is. So you pretty much have to use your money to vote and to share your opinion and to speak up and to use your voice, because most of the time money is your voice. Where you're spending your money is where your opinions are and where you're finding things that you support, because you won't spend money on something you don't support, will you? No. So obviously, if you're spending your money at Brandy Melville, you support their cause and you support what they stand behind, which is obviously nothing to do with the real world. Yeah, where you spend your money shows what you believe in, and I mean, I'm not going to make you change, you know? I bet no one's going to change after watching this video, but if one person does, and if it's just me that changed because of everything that's wrong with Brandy Melville, then that's okay. But just know that even though this is a big problem, nothing's going to change if we don't actually do something about it, and if we don't boycott it, okay? Let's just all stop buying Brandy Melville, okay? Let's make them go out of business, okay? I'm just kidding. But like, we're not going to make any change if we keep feeding them their money and feeding what they stand behind and feeding everything that they're about. If we keep feeding them money, they're just going to keep doing it the same way because it's going so well that they're not going to want to change. So that's why we're going to change. Spend your money wisely, kids. That's all I can say. I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has made videos about this, who's talked about working at Brandy Melville and everything wrong with Brandy Melville and the diversity. And I also looked on the comments of some of the Brandy Melville posts, and most of them are talking about diversity and how they have no diversity and just talking about things that are wrong with it. So I'm glad that people are realizing this and that hopefully they're spending their money elsewhere. and just know that you can find the same clothes in other places. And yeah, it's just good that people are starting to realize the problems with this, and I hope that people will continue to realize this, and then eventually Brandy Melville will realize, oh, maybe we should make a change here. So I guess that's the end of this video. I don't really know what else to say. Thank you so much for watching and for hearing my opinion on this. I know it's kind of just rambling and a rant, and it's probably I'm just talking so fast and you can't understand any of it, but just know that your opinion is where your money is, and it's as simple as that. What you believe in is what you're going to spend your money on. So I guess this brings us to the end of the video. I know it was just like rambling and it's kind of random, but I was just very enraged by it, and I was watching a lot of videos on this topic, and I just thought I'd share my opinion for anyone who wants to listen, and if you don't, it's fine. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I don't know how you did it, but comment, I don't know, comment something fun. I don't know. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, I hope this made your day better. And if you didn't, watch my other videos, and maybe they'll make your day better. I love you, and just know that I'm not trying to... yeah, I am. Okay. I was just about to say I'm not trying to like hate on any brand or drag any brand, but I know I am. Like, I literally FaceTimed my friend. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna make a video hating on Brandy Melville, because I think that I want to like love them and be kind, but like literally it's just gone too far, and I'm not going to say I'm not hating or that I'm not dragging them. Can that dog stop? Anyways, I'm not going to say that I'm not dragging them and I'm not hating on them, and I'm not going to sit here and just hold myself back and just be censored so that I don't hurt anyone's feelings. So I'm down to hurt everyone's feelings if it makes a change. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. That's what I've been thinking about a lot recently, and it's just become too much, and I think it really needs to make a change. It's 2019 years, and nothing's happened. So right now is the time when people are starting to become more equal and become more accepting. Why is Brandy Melville still living in like the 1800s? Anyways, that's all I have to say. I'm like enraged. I literally just did my outro and kept talking. But thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video if you liked it. Share it with your friends and just share it around and kind of get the word out, and watch other videos with this topic and just inform yourself and realize what you're spending your money on. And you know, if you feel like shopping at Brandy Melville, go ahead, and I'd be so thankful for you if you did that. But if you want to keep shopping there and spending your money on this terrible store, then go ahead. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I love you, and I'll see you next time, and hopefully I won't be as mad in the next video. Okay, bye. I'm like sweating because I'm so enraged. Can I just say, okay, I know I just like hit the camera, but we've been slaves. We've been put down in society for like so long, and then we thought it was getting better, we got rights, and now Brandy Melville's just like, no, psych, we're actually gonna make you feel discriminated against again. Woohoo, racism. Okay, I'm done, bye. Oh my god. Okay, one more thing. This is just adding on to everything and me rambling more, but it's just, Brandy Melville just makes people feel as though they can't be themselves and they aren't beautiful the way they are, and it makes them want to change themselves because apparently this is how you're supposed to look and this is what's beautiful, but it's really just what this company thinks is beautiful when everyone is beautiful in their own way. And it's just making people feel like they aren't enough and they need to change themselves in order to be perfect, to be beautiful, to be good enough, to be worth it. But it's nothing, you know. Brandy Melville, it's just bringing down our self-esteem and bringing down our self-confidence. Okay, I need to shut up. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have two more things to say. One, I made up two anti-Brandy Melville chants while I was laying in bed, so I'm gonna tell them to you. Ready? Bring in the melanin, bring in the melanin. Haha. Okay, next one is white isn't always right, white isn't always right. So go and chant them in the streets, okay? Please. Second of all, I made a little poll on my story, and I just said, should we boycott Brandy Melville, yes or no? 71% of people have said yes. 71% of people have said yes. The people who have said no are all white, skinny, and pretty. So, what does that say about our life, our world? Oops. Okay, bye. Sorry, I didn't kiss you.
it's obvious I wanted to.